What's up guys, Christian here from CK Wraps. So I'm gonna rewrap this rear bumper because I screwed up. Just a word of advice. When you have to do a full wrap, work from the top down. What I did is I waited to do the trunk until after I finished the bumper. The vinyl from the trunk stuck to the bumper and it actually caused a mark on the chrome right here. I don't know if you can see it. I'll zoom in a little bit. But obviously this has to go all perfect. I'm not sure if you can still see it. Yeah, I can see it there. So it's right here. And it also caused a mark over here. So I'm gonna rewrap it because that's just what we do. These are costly mistakes, so it kind of sucks. But we'll get it done and then just remember that for next time. So I'm gonna peel this off and I'm gonna show you how it peels off and just how easy it peels off. So let's just start taking it off. All right. So I know that there's been a lot of issues with people saying adhesive is being left behind, and I want to show them, like, I don't know what's going on, but this comes off really easily. Like, I'll even use my pinky, okay? Like, it's that easy, guys. So I don't know what the issue is, where some people are having adhesive left behind. There isn't a lot of technique involved when it comes to removing this. The only thing that I can say is remove it when it's a bit cooler. So I'm doing this in the morning right now, and it comes off really easily. Like, it's just insane how easy this is. So yeah, so I just want to point that out. That's off. It also kind of goes to show you how delicate this film can be. So in order to get obviously a flawless finish, this is not recommended for an amateur install. This is a very advanced install. I'm going to show you how to wrap this bumper right after this. There's an inlay in the bottom here. I did an inlay on the underside here so that it can be a little bit nicer. Got a little corner stuck here. Just getting it off. All right. So I don't even need to prep this surface. There's no adhesive here. It's perfectly clean. It actually probably couldn't be any cleaner. All right. So that is vivid orange chrome coming off of the rear bumper. No issues. All right. Let's get into wrapping it. I'm not, like I said, going to prep the surface again. I am going to mask off the opposite edge. Give me 1 second. So let's get our tape. And the reason for doing this is so that I can tuck in a little bit further. This is the right car. We want to make sure that we're being very thorough. One of the hardest colors to cover. White, red, green, that kind of stuff. Anything that's vibrant. Dark grays, dark blues. Other colors like that are not too difficult to cover. But if you have a sliver of red showing, you're going to see it. If there's a sliver of dark blue or black or gray, you're not going to really see it. All right. Normally I would elevate the bumper or the car. It's just going to stay where it is. I'm just lazy. And we're going to get to it. So I've got my roll. I've got my trusty magnets. So I'm going to set those up right here. We don't want to leave the magnets on the film. It will leave an impression. The vivid ones aren't too bad. Some other ones are a lot stronger. So the vivid ones will give you a little bit more time as far as leaving the magnet on the film goes, while other ones are a bit stronger and they won't give you much time at all. So I try not to ever put the magnets on the film unless there's 2 layers. Like what I'll do right now is I'll layer it up. All right, so I have the film rolled up. This has a protective cap on it. So here I can put the magnets on the top of the film. It's not a problem because I'm cutting this section off and it won't leave impressions on the film underneath because it's just too thick with the paper on it and everything. All right, easily roll this out. I didn't get my heat gun ready. I don't really need it that much, but I'll show you. just get the heat gun ready. All right, protective capping. Let's get rid of it, all right? I'm gonna lower this down a little bit and start getting that off. Comes off super easy. Just a little bit lower, right there. So it looks pretty uniform as far as coming straight across goes. You can see along the bottom as well. Looks very straight. All right. Be very gentle when it comes to removing the backing. Let's try and keep it straight like we had it. Cool. So like I said, it's a bit cooler in here today. It's maybe like 75, not too bad. What I want to do is I'm going to start glassing this out, right? Look, I'm not even going to use any heat, guys. I'm just going to pull the film, all right? Now I want to keep this up, and I'm doing this alone, right? So we want to make sure that we're not getting too many wrinkles. I'm going to hinge this right here, stop it from going back, and I'm going to pull it some more. All right, again, let's keep this up so we don't damage it. And keep it up a little bit more. It's perfect. So I just stretched this chrome without using any heat, right around the bumper. See if I can get that out. Perfect. This is exactly where we want it. What is that? Oh, there's some paint damage underneath here. This bumper's been repainted, so if you see some marks here and there, it's not a big deal. It's just part of the bumper. All right, so this side is pretty much done. I'm going to just get my squeegee on this and hinge it all down, get it locked in. I'm not going to cut this yet. I need the tension that's running from top and bottom to pull properly across. So remember when I said we don't want to cut out our tension areas right when we're glassing. We want to keep everything as uniform as possible when we're glassing. All right, let's set this up. The air squeegees out really nicely, all right? I'll take care of that after. Let's get this side glassed. It might be hotter than 75 in here. I'm feeling pretty hot right now, all right? So same deal, guys. I'm gonna pull back a bit, kind of where I locked it in, and start glassing it. So what I want to do is just, before I add too much tension here, I want to get this really large wrinkle out. By doing that, we just pull up on the film. Same deal here. Okay. Super basic. just basic, that's just basic technique when it comes to glassing out the film. You do that with any film. The main importance here is that I don't have to use any heat. Put that up so we don't damage it. If you have a more challenging bumper, you can add a bit of heat. Don't be shy. You know, you just want to add a modest amount of heat. Don't add excessive amounts of heat. Okay, we're looking good. So I'm liking the way we're set up right now. Let's finish this, lock it in. So for here, we got a bit of slack. We're going to have to pull up. All right? Sometimes I have to add a little bit of heat here. Sometimes I don't. I don't think that side I will, but I think maybe this side I will have to. Let's see. What we want to try and do is get all of this up at once. Or most of it all at once. I'm going to add a bit of heat just to soften it a little bit more. Now, I keep my heat gun on a high setting. This is about 350 degrees, but I'm just gonna make a few passes with the heat gun. Just to soften the film up a bit, give me a little bit more play, all right? We're gonna keep the heat moving, and as soon as I notice it starting to stretch, then I'm going to lay off the heat. Okay, somewhere around there, I can feel it, it's nice and gummy. You see the difference a bit of heat makes? I am creating a bit of tension up top here. Which is normally not good, but this is chrome and it doesn't pull back very much at all because we're not even stretching it that much. So it might look like I'm pulling on it pretty hard, but I'm pulling on it really hard and only stretching it a little bit. So mainly, the challenge is getting this down without hazing out the chrome itself. Like, you can easily damage it, like I said. The challenge is getting it down. It's not this little bit of stuff afterwards, it's getting it around the majority of the piece. If you can get it somewhere within reason, you can work with it. Now, getting it around the bend, because you took a flat sheet, is challenging. Getting it around this corner, this is a 90-degree bend. And then it also wraps underneath, and it comes up top, so it starts to swoop in. All right, I'm back. So I finished the other side over there. I'm going to show you this side and show you how we get around and what I did over there. So I'm going to shift the camera slightly. Hopefully that works. Okay, I have a bit too much slack up here for my liking. So I want to pull across a little bit more. I'm also going to pull across a little bit more along the bottom. I'm not really that happy with where it's sitting. It's more stretched that I have to go up and down, and it causes me to use more heat, and I don't want to use very much heat at all. So let's just get it back a bit. So you see how delicately I handle the film? Super important. Let's grab in here and here. All right, grab a little bit closer. Stretch this out. I want to keep this up again. Should be fine. I should be able to get rid of these. Okay. See if I can work this one back towards this edge. Let's do this, lock it in somewhere around the middle. All right. Pull it this way. Okay. I'm pulling, sorry for the squeegee off, I'm pulling towards the bottom corner, all right? So now I've kind of sealed the air out, so I'm just gonna lift it slightly right there, let some air out. Okay. So I pulled it down towards this way and out. Super important to pull this way because we want our wrinkles to be running on an angle. We don't want these wrinkles to be straight. Like this. This is not the greatest situation to be in. It's fine, but it's not how you want to be. You want to be across like this, if anything. That way when we pull in the opposite direction, we're okay. If they're straight, we're going to have to add heat most likely to get them out. Got this air pocket there, let's get that out, all right. So I'm gonna add a bit of heat, I think, hold on. Maybe I don't have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add a bit. Okay. When you're stretching the film, take your time, watch it, see what it's doing, how it's reacting. This is chrome, this is not, you don't get a second chance. That's fine, I'll deal with that after. Let's cut off the slack in the wheel here because it's just in the way. It's just a bit too much. Let's deal with this up here. I know for sure that I'm going to have to add some heat around here. It kind of sucks. I didn't want to. So I'm going to pop that out. As you can see, I'm pulling up. Everything's going away. Okay. Oops. It's not good. It's fine though. It's delicate, but not that delicate. All right, so I'm gonna lock this in. Again, let's get this back a little bit and then pull it up towards this corner. So now we don't have too much to deal with right here. Get air back in there. That's excellent. Squeegee some of this up. Now, all right, the camera shut off. Not sure when it shut off, but it did. Anyways, this section of the bumper, well, the whole bumper's done as far as it goes. I just got to trim it out, cut off the excess around here, tuck everything in, and that's it, guys. So, you know, I can do this inlay in here, sorry, this recess in here for you, if you'd like to see that. Otherwise, you know, thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button if you like this one. Give it a thumbs up. I'm going to just get onto this one right here. So for those of you who are staying, please enjoy this part. Let me get my wrap glove. All right. So we want to work this in gently and take our time. This is, again, hidden by the trunk when it's closed. So, not that big of a deal, but you still want it to look pretty nice. It's not the same situation over here where the taillight's always covering it. It doesn't always have to look that nice in there. This area you want it to look pretty good. So I'm gonna add a little bit of heat to soften it up. Help me get some of these wrinkles out of here. Sorry, you probably can't even see what I'm doing. Let's get in there. I'm going to show you how to do this area up here as well. Once we get this done, I'm going to add a little bit more heat in here where all the wrinkles are. You see that I'm just taking my time, working the film in. There's no rush. Now we're at the top edge. Just get everything over. So for here, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to cut this right here, right from the corner, right? Now, we can take these two pieces, and because it's under the taillight, there's going to be a fold there, yes, but it's under the taillight. No one will ever see it. All right, bring this over. Perfect. So I'm going to post heat this. I'm burning the crap out of the chrome, but it's under the taillight. Let's clean up this side right here. I have to do the same thing with a little slice and the fold. This is all just so I can have a nice clean piece for the trunk when they open it up. Cutting in the gap, all right, behind the red bumper. And just be gentle. Just let the blade do the work. All right, voila for that. Let's cut off the rest of this stuff here. There's a nice little gap right here, which I always cut in for these cars. And I've masked off the opposite side here, so we're going to take the blade, run it down the tape, and get rid of the piece. Sorry if you can't see. So same deal here. I'm going to cut that piece off. There's a little gap right here. I'm going to cut on the tape, so let's find it. When I'm cutting like this on the tape, I'm just scoring the vinyl, okay? This takes a bit of practice to get used to the amount of pressure you need. All right, heat that up, clean it up a little bit, post-heat it. Good. Let's tuck this in. I'm going to use the other squeegee, the gold one. It's a little bit more firm. I had to get this car done in 2 days, so started it yesterday. I'll finish it today. The bumper, rewrapping the bumper is kind of a bummer, but you know, it is what it is. Just couldn't deal with that mark and sitting there in the middle of the bumper, and I'm sure he wouldn't have either. So I just just, we always do our best, right? If we can rewrap it, then we rewrap it. And you know, that's it. So, now if I didn't have the film, I would have told him. If I didn't have enough film, I would have told him that he can come back, I'll order some more in, and he can come back and I'll rewrap the trunk, the bumper. It is a bit of an inconvenience, but that would be the best thing I could do. This is why I always order, when I order chrome, I order 75 feet, all right? Because even I make mistakes too, so. Okay, so we have a nice clean cut. All we do is cut in the recess. I'm gonna go over it with a touch of heat, make sure it's all cleaned up. All right, I'm going to do the bottom, so let's angle the camera down. And inside the wheel well here. I don't really need my glove on anymore, but I have it. I'm just gonna take it off in a second. Corner is easy, just kind of pull it around. As I have it tucked in the top, if I pull it around, it'll finish it up really nicely. There's a nice little edge to cut on under here. So that's just a plastic clip. Just get that out of the way. All right, let's get the rest of this out finished up. Perfect. What that is, something got stuck to here. There, it's gone. All right. All right, guys, so that is pretty much how we do the bumper. There's not really much more to do. I did do an inlay in the bottom here, so it's just a matter of finishing up this corner here and that corner there, and then tucking in a little bit more film underneath to overlap that inlay, and that's it. Now I gotta trim up the other side still, same as this side though, very straightforward. Run your blade on the back of panels, in crevices and stuff like that, things that you're not gonna damage, and that's it. So this is how we glass out the chrome bumper, really without using any heat. For the most part, we needed heat to assist us, but not do the job for us. And that's it, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care.